have to go now.
Would you wait for Bob?
I can't now.
Maybe we can both go and pick him up at school.
I can't. It doesn't hurt.
No.
When I first watched this movie, I was so messed up after, I think I forgot it like a bad dream. But sort of like a bad dream, it couldn't help but linger. I remember asking my friend several times, "Hey, remember that movie we watched? I think I actually really liked it. What was it called again?" Possession is a 1981 horror film directed by Polish director Andrzej Zulawski. It was his first ever English language film, filmed in West Germany. It was censored in the US, it was banned in the UK, it wasn't even released in Germany until the DVD release in 2009. So maybe this restrictive circulation was what kept it off the usual lists, but I would confidently put it up against any of the big classic horror movies. It's one of those movies where I think it's best if you know as little as possible going into it. I didn't know anything going into it, and I think it made it all the better. So I'm not going to tell you much about it, not going to show you any important scenes. All I'm going to say about the plot is that it's about a man who comes home from a business trip to find his wife has fallen out of love with him.
What do you feel now?
Are you really interested?
No.
There you are. You see, it's the same with me. I don't even want you now.
Isabelle Adjani won the award for Best Actress at the Cannes Film Festival in 1981, in part for this role, and it's really not hard to see why. The performances alone make this film worth a viewing.
You know what this is for? The lies!
Then you have to add much more.
Another reason I think this film may have struggled to get the reach it deserves is the title of the film. I was sort of misled when I watched the movie, not for anything the movie did. My mind is just sullied from watching like 100 bad ghost movies with the name Possession in the title.
And I told Jen not to get her hair cut because now it's too short and her mom's making her get extensions. And they use real human hair like Indian and Asian hair. And I personally think that that's really gross because they sweep the hair into these bins and then they weigh them and then they take them to the special place where they maneuver them into like these wigs. And I mean,
if you're one of those people who really likes those bad ghost movies and go into it expecting something like The Possession, you might not have a good time. And it's really a shame because Possession is actually a really good name. It's about possession in two senses, the sense of control, ownership, property, but also in its opposite sense, like as in being dominated by something, as having one's normal personality replaced by another. In fact, if you just strike the words evil spirit from this definition, you can pretty easily see how Possession is a really great name for a psychological horror about relationships. But if there's one thing you can say about Possession, it's that it really isn't like other horror movies. It forgoes jump scares in favor of long scenes with lots of creeping camera movements, long shots with very few cuts to break the tension. It's paced very slow. Even other movies with similar tension-building techniques like The Shining have a pretty obvious possessee, you know, the bad guy. Whereas in this film, even on repeat viewings, you tend to question who or what is really possessing who or what.
I used to be afraid of you, but I don't think I am anymore.
There's nothing to fear except God. Whatever that means to you.
For me, God is a disease.
So, watch Possession. It's a deep cut. I still think about that scene in the tunnel or whatever with the groceries. Really messed me up. It's a deep cut.
Relevez. Up your knee. Your foot. Look at your hand. Tight your stomach. Your back. Up your leg. Up your knee. Up your knee. Look at your hands. Tighten your stomach, your back, your foot.